Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I keep forgetting to hit the volume, man. I need a list of exactly how to do this because I forget it. Too much going on. Ever since we implemented the intro, too much for me to do. I need someone here in the studio to work with me. But I don't trust anyone to work with me because I don't want them in my house. So that's the issue. So I got to get a studio outside of my home. Whole thing that we got to do. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Sorry, I have to mute the mic button because the audio from the intro comes through the mic. And if I forget to unmute it, then I'm caught off guard. So it is what it is. Shout out to each and every one of you. I'm not perfect, and I never claimed to be. Let's take a big sip of the lemon water and keep it moving. You don't come here to listen to my spiel. You come here to look at my technical analysis. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Green Day in the market, XRP. And you know what? I have the case right here in my fingertips. Looking at them. See, Jamie, I forgot to even look at your stuff. You guys have no idea how busy I am in the morning. I don't think my team does. Nobody does. Nobody knows what it's like to be a YouTuber and to run a trading group. Because my number one priority is my trading group. My number one priority is my YouTube channel, but now it's my trading group. So, I'll be late for my YouTube channel if I'm posting an update to my trading group. You see what I'm saying? Because they're more important. At that one moment in time, they might not be able to get to YouTube, but I know they have their phone in their pocket at work. So I'm loyal to the trading group, but I'm also loyal to the YouTube channel. But they're two entities. They're both two businesses in a way. The trading group's a business. The YouTube channel's a business. They combine as one business, but it's two different jobs. Then I also am the CEO of the company where I have people that are doing tasks and doing things, and I'm organizing them, and I'm working with them, and I'm talking to different personalities. So I'm the CEO, I'm the talent, I'm the engineer, I'm the trading guru, and I'm the analyst, and I run the trading group. It's pretty insane. But you know what? These are the jobs that I created for myself, so I got to take them. Let's take a look at Bitcoin and break it down, what's happening. So look, earlier today, I had this going, and we were in this, and I figured we would bounce from this move with the 15-minute and the 1 hour, but the 1 hour kind of was halfway. 15-minute was low and suggesting we would get a move. So I saw this here, and that's how I trade probability. More than likely, you hit that. They decided to do a bit of a manipulative move, and they went and got all the short stops. You have to remember, there's less people in the market right now, so everyone played that idea. A lot of people are like, oh, that's a falling wedge with low stochastics. I'm going to jump in. The Stokes look good. And they shredded it down one more time. Was there a divergence in the 7? Thought I may have seen something. No, not really. Right there, you get a bit of a divergence. This could be considered a divergence because that's flat, and that's a nice uptrend there on the RSI. You see that? See how the RSI springs up in that way? And that doesn't spring up? Yeah, that's an we call that exaggerated bullish divergence. When you have pretty flat line here, but a move to the upside here, a bit of exaggerated. It's actually downtrending too, so it is pretty much divergence. 7-minute, where did it go? Oh, of course, to the resistance, right? You know, so we went to the top of the pattern, came back down. 7-minute is likely to oscillate inside the tip of this channel. And remember, if we go back in time here, or where I was, so I removed this and moved it back in. And so here we are on the 1 hour time frame inside of a descending triangle moving to the upside. Right, so my initial theory comes through after they stop hunt everybody and bounce off the 200 simple moving average. Playing off the 200 simple was key, and that's why I like to keep a stop loss in between price action and the 200 simple. Whenever I keep a stop loss in between price action and the 200 simple day moving average, it works pretty well. Simple moving average, it works pretty well. It's a pretty awesome move. So I'm going to check out that archive. Thank you, Jamie. So one thing, big money is coming into the game. I want to talk about it. BlackRock, biggest institution in the game. All right, now I have to get all their cookies. iShares blockchain technology, right? ETF. BlackRock has created an ETF, man. And these are crypto ETFs. And they're going to come out with more crypto ETFs. And this is a big deal. UCITS technology. This is going to change the way we look at the world. All right? This is going to change the way we look at the world. Guys, my whole team, if the audio is not working, you don't Slack me, you don't text me, because I'm not looking at those when I'm streaming. I'm looking at the camera. You got to call my wife. You got to call my wife immediately, and she'll come downstairs and tell me, tell him my Slack or because I see you guys, no audio. Has that ever worked before? So you got to do something different. You know what I'm saying? And I'll figure it out anyway. But if you can help me out, the best way to help me out is to call my wife. I don't use a cell phone like a normal person. Pointless, in my opinion. You know. Pointless, in my humble opinion. Absolutely pointless. So funny. So funny. Just so funny to say I'm upset. It's just the funniest thing in my life. So funny. You're upset, my guy. That's just the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. You're upset on a Friday. It's hilarious. So anyway, BlackRock ETF, baby. Let's take a look. So this is moving to the upside, but at resistance. The 1 hour still schemes on you, says it has more room to go. Look at it, just flipped up too after a move. That 1 hour wants to move. It really does. So if the 1 hour wants to move, it means it's going to break through resistance and get to the next move. You know what I'm saying? So bang, bang, bang. Let's take a look here. Funny, I don't even use the word upset. Only lame people use the word upset. People that say, are you upset, are upset people. You have to remember, people reflect their feelings onto you. When they feel a certain way, they reflect it back onto you. You know what I mean? If they're upset, they'll say, why are you upset? And you're like, that's weird. I wasn't upset. It's kind of strange. Like, so you're wondering, like, where did that even come from, right? So funny. People are very strange. You know what I'm saying? Very strange. So look, resistance, 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 resistance. We are at resistance on the 1 hour time frame. We must break back above it. Very important. 15 minutes telling you that you're not going to do that you're going to head back to the bottom of the pattern. This is chop, everybody. Trading chop is extremely hard. This is chop. It is what it is. At the end of the day, all you can do is put a stop loss below the lower low and take the measured move and see if the 1 hour gets you there. Like, you can't force anything. You don't want to nitpick it. So that's what I would do. I would enter when the 15-minute comes back down again to the bottom of the channel, bang. Or if it broke out and we got a retest. Those are the two ways I would trade. If I didn't get those two areas, I wouldn't make the trade. I would completely leave it alone. You see what I'm saying? I would completely leave it alone. So that's what I'm looking at. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking at. So the idea is this. Trading chop is tough, number one. Friday is low liquidity, number two. This is the last day of September, number three. Worst month to trade cryptocurrency in history of cryptocurrency. Every single September is the absolute worst month in the world. You see what I'm saying? And we actually didn't do too bad. Tonight is the monthly candle close. I'll be live tonight at 8 p.m. to watch that monthly candle close. And we're going to go over it just like we go over the weekly candle close. I'm not going to do it now, but the monthly candle close is coming. Is coming. And honestly, you got to remove bitter people from your life. A bitter person will ask you if you're upset. That's what a bitter person does. You got to remove bitter people from your life. If you have a bitter person in your life, remove them immediately. If they bring up the past a lot, remove them immediately. The one reason I wasn't able to get anywhere in life, because I brought up the past all the time. I stood in the past. I was always in the past. If something didn't go right, I would bring it up again to the next person. Well, you didn't do this, and you didn't do that, and this is what happened in the past. And honestly, I learned to be a progressive person. You have to live in the present moment in time, and the present moment is not the past. So immaturity, when I was really immature, I lived in the past. The past would consume me. It was always about the past, the past, the past, the past. The past will pull you down. I'm telling you right now. Living in the present moment is the only way to cure that horrible, and that's a habit to go back into the past. That's a habitual thing people are doing. If you just texted someone and you were bringing up the past to them and then asking them if they were upset, you're going through an issue where you're not able to let go of the past. That's going to hold you back in life from getting to your next level. I've already pushed my rock to the mountain. I've gotten to next levels in life. I've proved it. I've done my work. Now I get to live in that life that I created every single day. I want to get you into that place, right? So remember, if you're battling me, coming against me, I've done it. I don't need it. I don't need anything from anyone. I don't need anything from anybody. I could do whatever I need to do whenever I want to do. And if I don't do something, it just means I don't want to do it. Pretty simple, right? So I get to do whatever I want, which is great. Not everyone does, okay? So I'm just making that clear, all right? But I work so hard, and I don't get to do whatever I want. My wife says you got to take the kid to the park. I got to take the kid to the park, right? Someone signs up for a one-on-one. I got to show up for that one-on-one. Point of the story is you never really get to do what you want, but you should live the life that you want to live. And you should be able to go wherever you want, when you want to go there, right? If you want to make a trip, you should be able to go there. You should be able to work remotely and get it done, all right? So we're at resistance right now, and I've been showing you resistance, 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 resistance. I mean, if the bulls can't get us back above this green line at 19,650, expect more downside. Clear as day. However, I keep talking about how important it is that we stay above 19,100. Super important we stay above 19,100. And honestly, that's what we're looking for a move to the upside here. A bounce. We break this, I'm shorting the market. I'm telling you right now. We break this, I'm shorting down to this low liquidity zone right here at about 18,005. So I'm just making that really clear. We break 19.1. That's an easy short to 18,005, my humble opinion. We stay above it, then we'll go sideways for however long until the big picture plays out, right? What is the big picture? Well, let's zoom out of this little tiny frame that we're in here. So right now I see chop. I see up and down movement into this tight action of a symmetrical triangle to eventually make a move to the downside. What I don't like is the 4 hours getting overbought, which suggests that when we do fit ourselves into the end of that, we could get ourselves a nasty dump to the downside, all right? Also, the daily time frame is also getting into the overbought regions. However, it did respect this bullish divergence right here, all right? Swing down to swing down, swing up to swing up. And that's an important sign here. So look, swing down to swing down, swing up to swing up. Bullish divergence tells you that we shouldn't make a low lower than that low. And honestly, that's very strong bullish divergence. I also showed the 3-day bullish divergence on ATB and earlier today and on other time frames. So at the end of the day, all right, there is a big divergence there, which could keep us from either bouncing or maybe hitting this low here at 18,800. So I'm not an overall bear, but right now I'm not happy we're not getting above resistance. So I'm not a bull, I'm not a bear. I just trade the market the way it gives, whatever it gives me that day. Right now it's in an ascending triangle, which did show shoulder, head, and a shoulder. There was a bit of a complex inverted head and shoulder here, and it's still kind of playing out, in my humble opinion, because there's two right shoulders, there's two right shoulders. That could break you to the upside. You have to kind of keep that in your radar. It does have a pretty big measured move out of the neckline to about 20,292. All right. So that's on the radar as well. How that plays out is usually we'll break out here, retest, and bounce out, and that will give you the measured move. So the retest is how you play that, in my humble opinion. Okay? So you're waiting for a break above the zone, and if you can get above the next high volume node right there, but this is the main area that we want to get above. You can see it's been since the 28th now, 2 days, going on 2.5 now, almost, Is that the 27th? No, all right, fine. About a day and a half. But that's long enough for me. 36 hours not being able to get above a zone is resistance, and that's just clear as day, all right? So what do I say is going to happen most of the day, or what do I believe? What do the charts convey? Charts convey, unless we get a short squeeze of high liquidity, which we will look at Bookmap, and if I see a lot of liquidity further to the upside, let's take a look at what Bookmap's showing us. This is Bookmap. It shows me where the biggest orders are, or all the orders are conglomerated, like are amalgamated, however you want to say it, put together, right? And so right here we have 20,645, 275, 370, 189, 335, right? 19. So look, right here is resistance. And clear as day, that is a sell-off right there, but it is liquidity. And you're going to go dive into the liquidity. It's like you want a diver would dive into the pool with the deepest amount of water. It's kind of a concept, right? So until we see more liquidity down here, it's likely we get dragged up to 19,007 at this point. All right. At the same time, we have support and resistance here that's just clearly getting defied. So 19,700 would put us somewhere in here, but it really just be a spike wick. You do see one big order at 20K, but again, could that just be a spike up like that one? But so here's the deal. When the 15-minute gets overbought and the 1 hour gets overbought, it's interesting. You still got momentum. You still got momentum on the 15. I wonder why that alert popped in so much and then disappeared. That was weird. Thank you so much for the love. Shout out to everybody here. 588 people, 194 likes. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. So many people praying on my downfall. It's getting crazy. People turn to enemies from friends, friends to enemies. It's just insane. I don't wish popularity on anybody. It's fun, but it's crazy. It could be very stressful. I will admit, it can be very stressful. There's a lot more that comes with it than you realize. You know what I mean? So the 1 hour time frame has room to push, man, and lack of bearish momentum. So 15 minutes minutia, okay? In my humble opinion, inside the tighter channel. So what we're seeing is, at the very least, the 15-minute could bring you down here and get a bounce, but it could have just making a bit of a flag inside the 15-minute. Which you won't even see really on the 1 hour, because 4 of those flags will turn in. So if that 4 flags, that'll turn into the 1 hour candle. So watch the 15-minute and a flag, but I believe it even still has room to go to the upside. This is interesting. 1 hour suggesting that we could get a move to the upside, and we got the liquidity. So this looks like we may get above resistance. Now, I would long once we get above it, or wait. Not exactly, we get above it long. You wait, you get above it, You hang out, you wait for another impulse, then you wait for a flag or a falling wedge, and that's the long. Takes a little bit of a time. Like once you clear resistance, I personally don't get in immediately. You know, I wait for another continuation pattern above resistance. Makes sense, right? Why not? Take the continuation pattern to the upside. So right now, I have to say that the 50-minute just got across the dotted line, but I've seen momentum come out of that. So there could be momentum. And the 1 hour is pushing hard with momentum, right? You see that turn up to the upside there and lack of bearish momentum on the MACD, showing signs that there's the bulls are in power here and they do want to push up. This flag may never fill out. This actually may push all the way out. So I'm bullish right now until the 1 hour gets above the dotted line, to be honest. I'm bullish till the 1 hour gets above the dotted line. And that's my case for today. However, it's not a big move. And it's not like I'm going to be like, oh, let's make tons of money on these alts right now. It's Friday, low liquidity. Remember that. Okay. So that's what I'm looking at for Bitcoin on the smaller time frame. Let's zoom out and give you the bigger picture of like everything else. The ES1, the daily, and everything else that we see. All right. So let's look at the ES1 mini futures. Also, I just want everyone clear, like, I don't get in arguments with people. Like, it's just rare. Like, people don't bring up the past with me. It's just rare. So if you're doing that with me, you're a weird person in my life. You see what I'm saying? Like, you're an outlier. You're a strange individual. I am talking to a certain person, but, like, I don't argue with people. So if you're trying to wrestle with me, it's just kind of weird to me. It's like, I don't know. I just don't get it. Also, like, if I didn't have a YouTube channel or a business that big and I was talking to a YouTuber who was like on his way, like I would kind of like, I don't know, like I would just get things done. I wouldn't bring up the past and get catty. Like, you know what I mean? It's so weird. I find it strange. This is like my final like calling here. I'm letting it all out. You guys are my therapy. I let so much out to each and every one of you. I really do. I don't say exactly what's going on, but I just let it out. And you know what? It feels great because I'm like, it's out. I don't have to deal with it anymore. It's done. You know what I mean? I appreciate each and every one of you for helping me through my therapy. It's not easy. It's not easy. Let's get into the chat. How's the chat doing? What are y'all up to today? I'm in rare form today. There's a very good chance we bottomed at 17.5. Oh, yeah, for sure. And I've been talking about that for a long time. ERN and Fly, thank you. Shout out to Sam Nick. Let's talk to my man Sam. Sam Nick for the $2 Canadian. You're the man, dude. I'll buy you a smuggle. What is a smuggle? Hugs all around. Smash like. What is that? Smash like. You're funny. You need a hug? I'm new here, and I like your positivity. Shout out to Alex, man. I love you, brother. Bad Buddy concert tonight. Oh, you guys like that? Shout out to you, Sam. Loving the stuff. On point. Blessed to be here. Shout out to Trevor TVA. Positivity is half the reason I'm always here lately. I love you, man. God bless you, Sam. Thanks for everything you do. You are the GOAT. Thank you. Some people don't think so. Some people like causing arguments and talking ish to my face. You know what I mean? Weirdos. I call those people weirdos. No time for arguments. Exactly. Don't bring up the past and don't get catty. Move forward and be the futuristic person that you want to be. Someone that brings up the past is someone I know I need to cut off. You know what I mean? Got to cut someone off that brings up the past. They're called past dwellers, man. I used to be a past dweller. I was not someone you wanted to be around. Trust me. I harped on everything. I complained, oh, this didn't happen. No, we didn't do this. Waste of time. Waste of time. You know what I mean? Waste of time. Okay, let's take a look at the super chat that just came in the door. And they were really good super chats. ERN, the past doesn't exist. Shout out to Jamie. I love you. Just spread love. I was on a reality TV show. I know what you mean, bro. Put him out on the bats, huh? Get your on the speaker. Right? What? Don't let the negativity rent that space in your head. They're trying to take you out your zone. Never. Make your bed. Brush your cat. You guys are funny, man. Whoever they are, they certainly don't deserve you or your time, sir. No, I don't believe so. Thank you for saying that. My wife is the worst pastor. Well, be careful, man. Be careful. Yo, he just threw his wife under the bus. Yo, I hope she's not watching the stream. She's going to get you. Hug a puppy. Dude, you said you guys are funny, man. Hug a puppy. Dude, ALGO's getting tight in the zone. You see algorithm on this 7-minute chart? That's forming a very nice Kind of a bull flag. It is a symmetrical triangle, but there's a chance it's staying above the POC2 as well. That could easily get up here to the high volume node. Man. I'm like what I'm seeing here for ALGO. Let's take a look here. I truly believe I could die tomorrow, too. A lot of people don't. You know, that's why when they speak to me in a way, I'm like, you must not realize you could die tomorrow. Like, you must really not realize how temperamental your life is. Like, it boggles my mind. But you know what? You can't expect people to have the knowledge and the wisdom that you have. It's not going to happen. So look at this 1 hour time frame. This is about to bang. You see that? That's going to move with Bitcoin. I'm telling you right now, I know it's like, looks a little crazy, but you broke out of this falling wedge. You're kind of above this. You retested this above trend line here, and you could definitely move to the upside here at 8.31% gains for ALGO. So ALGO's on my radar right now. Looks like it's about to make a bit of a pump. 15-minute even has legs. ALGO on the radar. Again, it could go down to zero and turn into nothing. No guarantees, but the ISO 222 coins are pumping. I have the XRP case. Where's the XRP case here? I had already opened it up. Where did I find it? Is it on iShare? No. Order book. There it is, right here. U.S. District Court, Southern District Court of New York, Securities and Exchange Commission plaintiff, Ripple Labs, Bradley Garringhouse, and Christian A. Larson, defendants, right? District Judge. So this is amazing. 929. And what they're saying is the defendants requested the local Rule 37 conference to address the SEC's assertions of privilege, privately to deliberate the process privilege, DPP, with respect to certain documents defendants requested during discovery. It was the whole Hinman thing. They were trying to say that they discovered that Ethereum wasn't a security based on this and that. But then they changed the laws and then said, well, we don't use what he says. But he was the one that was there when they made the ruling. And then they wanted to hide the documentation. And Ripple said, no. You need to show that because that's going to show that that's how you figure out if what's a security or not. And that's going to prove that we're not a security. But they didn't want to do that. The SEC wanted to play hardball. And finally, they've been said, no, you can't hide that documentation anymore. You must let it out. The courts seem to be ruling in favor of Ripple. Big movements for Ripple. Ripple may have a big pump today, even if it's hearsay. Ripple may have a big pump today. Bitcoin pumping hard right now as suggested, which is kind of crazy. But Bitcoin pumping hard as suggested. The last minute, I had to change my call to pump because there's that feeling, right? And look at the liquidity on the short squeeze. They just got them again, 45,000, 25,000, and 3,000. That's why, you know what? It's better off to wait. And that's why I said I wouldn't even trade this pump yet, right? I would wait for us to get above resistance, look for some consolidation patterns, and then trade along. You see what I'm saying? Because that was risky. However, the indicators that I used did suggest that we were going to get a pump. You know, they came down. And honestly, when I first put out the trade, let's take a look at it here. I was suggesting the trade like so. And I always put my stop loss beneath the secondary low. So we never would have been stopped out of that trade with a stop loss there. But I just didn't think it had the risk-reward ratio to present it. And it didn't look like we were going to get what we really wanted. And I even said, I don't think this flag is going to fill out. Strong move for Bitcoin, 32,000, and we're getting shorted up to 19,800 to the upside. My cup and handle is starting to actually, this cup and handle actually did bang. At the end of the day, if you took this as a cup and handle and you played it, even though it had an extended handle, I mean, that was the measured move right there to 19,800. So you could say whatever you want about the insane cup and handle stuff that I do, but somehow it seems to play out over and over again. How do you feel about XRP? 1 to 12 hour. Mr. Mac Daddy. Shout out to Master Chief in the house. Shout out to the 700 people on the live. 300 likes. I greatly appreciate it. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? You know what's weird? A month ago, we always got the likes up. Then, I don't know, was it the day I got funny or something? Did people like to see me squirm? I don't know what it is. But then out of nowhere, I think we got a whole new group of people on the live. This has to be a new group of 400 to 300 people that come in because the older group that we had every single day, they would get the likes up to 400 or 500. Like real, I wouldn't say anything. They would just boom. This group of people is like, we have like a 400 discrepancy. We never had that before. So I know it's a new group of people. So shout out to all the new people. I love you that you're out here. We ran out of finger splints. Yeah, right? Just got recommended. Yo, you're watching. Dude, I love it. I love it. So we're getting through the recommendations. YouTube's doing a big deal right now. YouTube's hooking us up. There's not many streams out. They want to make money. They're like, where do we go? And that's why when you're consistent, you will win. The algorithm will eventually lean on you. The algorithm will eventually get you to the move. You see what I'm saying? So thank you so much for the love. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you for putting the cups in the tips in my jar. Ooh, the tip in my jar there. I like to actually sometimes sip the tip jar. It's a funny thing that I do. So keep me hydrated. Keep the tips coming, baby. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you so much for your love. May God bless you in your life. Okay. So look, we hit the next resistance line that I had drawn, my yellow line. Why did I draw that? Because resistance, bounce, resistance, we fell through, we fell up and down. I knew 19,000, and it's always been the 8s. You know I've been on these 8s, 19,800. All right. Now they're stacking the liquidity up to 20,250. Pretty interesting. Where is the honey? Where is that honey? I don't really start eating the honey till late, like till it gets cold, cold. I put the honey somewhere. I don't know. It's in the room. So it's oh, there it is. There it is. I got the honey right here. But look, it got hard, right? Sitting on the windowsill. It condensed. So 19,800. And again, I didn't nail this perfectly. However, my intuition told me that there was a likelihood of a break to the upside based off the inverted head and shoulder, right? That's an inverted head and shoulder. They dolphin dipped to the downside. They knew everyone wanted to get in on that, and they nailed out all this. They got to stop. That's a short squeeze right there. And they wanted to get as many people out as they could. 19,008 is a big deal. Can we break through all the way to the upside? Look at the smaller time frames. If the smaller time frames are flagging out, then there's a chance we could bang on out. So watch the 1 minute. And again, you got to watch small time frames. I don't trade the 1 minute generally, right? I'll trade anything I can at any moment in time if it makes sense. But I don't trade the 1 minute generally. I use it like a microscope to zoom into the charts to see something different, to be able to see what's happening, to be able to get a scope on the news. I warned everyone about the short squeeze. Yo, I love you, man. Hey, come to my channel and you will not get short squeezed. We call it short squeeze orange juice here. We drink it regularly. We use Bookmap. What is this? This shows me where the liquidity is. Yo, wow, look at the subscribers coming on in, doubling up and sending in the super chats. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you, dear Lord, for each and every one of you coming into the Lord. I love it. I love it. This is the most positive, love-filled channel in the world. I love each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for everything you've brought into my life. And may you stay blessed forever, ever and ever. And may you stay in positivity, live in the present, and not bring up the past. And not throw the word upset at other people's faces, because it means you're upset. You know what I'm saying? That's a reflection of yourself onto somebody else. Take a deep breath. Hit the like for this dude, Lifer. Shout out to Roddy Robinson. Shout out to all my moderators in the house that have been here since I had like 100 subs. Shout out to CNC Ireland. Shout out to Love Learning. Shout out to Jamie. Shout out to DJ Porter Rock. DJ Porter Rock in the house. Shout out to CNC. Again, my man. Always, CNC, you've really stepped up your game. Shout out to Gregory the Sniper. Gregory, I formed a bond with you that I believe will last a lifetime. May God bless you and your whole family. Thank you for everything, man. I really appreciate the DMs lately, even though I check no DMs but yours. So you're in like the speed dial, special little place, you know. How do you feel about XRP on the 1 to 12 minute, Mr. Mac Daddy? I'll take a look at that. I also got another super chat at the beginning of the stream. The guy asked about Gala and XRP. ERN and Fly, please, from Sam Nick. So look, this is a short squeeze, and you can see there's more liquidity. 20,000, it looks like we're going to 20,200. So if you don't have Bookmap, you're going to get caught up in this. So look, this flag suggests that we will pump back to the upside, 20,138, which coincides with where the liquidity is. How many times do I see a pattern, and then the pattern plays out with what we're going to do? Because show me the charts, and I'll show you the news. This is real liquidity. And again, we could get sold off here and start a dump. Anything is possible. What I wanted to show you is the 1 hour still has that movement, and that's not giving up. That's a nice movement. When I saw how strong the 1 hour is pushing, I felt there was going to be a massive move. We could go back in time, and we should go back to the live and find out when I said that. Be like, I was like, you know what? I got to call long here. The last second. Worst month in the world. You see, I could do whatever I need to do. Let's see what my crazy head. Well, shout out to everybody here. 588 people on, but I just let it out. And you know what? It feels good. It feels great. And that. My wife is the worst pastor. Well, be careful, man. That was funny. He talked about his wife on the live, though. Yo, you're a bold man. You're a bold man. Honestly, your wife is a representation of you. When you negatively speak about your wife, it kind of is a negative connotation on you. So it's not good to talk about your wife at all for any reason whatsoever. Like, you know. But hey, maybe you're trying to prove a point. I get it. Sometimes we all get pushed to our limits. So I'm with you on it, man. 19,800 is our limit. Shout out to the new subscribers jumping on it. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming on in. So look, I mean, we're getting resistance right here at 19,828. unable to get above the zone. All right. That is going to be resistance, and I showed you how to get above that as you watch the smaller time frames. So let's see if this 1 hour can do damage. Though a short squeeze suggests that we can. This is Bookmap. I have a link to Bookmap in the description below. How could you trade without this? Because this is showing you where the liquidity is. This is showing you where the zones are. This is showing you exactly where the money is, baby. So shout out to each and every one of you for being here, and may God bless each and every one of you. Look at this. I mean, when you come here and you get the knowledge, you don't get spanked. Like, I wasn't shorting the market today, right? I'll make that really clear. I didn't wake up like, hey, everybody, did I wake up and do a short? Did I call a short? No, I called a long today. Did I not? Who's in my channel? Who got my update this morning? What was my intuition? What was my intuition, or what was, my chart said Bitcoin was going to make a move to the upside. I was surprised when it made the dip down. I was really surprised. Like, it couldn't get above resistance, and I said, hey, short resistance, you couldn't get above it, but I was very surprised. I was like, that's not what I thought was going to happen. Look at ALGO already pushing to the upside. Not huge, but it's up 1.5% already from when I first uttered its name. And if Bitcoin's going to pump, ALGO will pump. AOG is a new coin. It's on Gate.io right now, but it's also finally on KuCoin. I'd like to see what it looks like, but Age of Gods, another brand new coin coming out on KuCoin. Probably will be able to chart it either later today. Takes like a day for KuCoins to get its charts up there. You can also just go to KuCoin itself. That's what I do. And I just chart the coin right on their exchange. That's what you have to do sometimes. All right, let's take a look at ERN Eternity. Actually, I worked with Eternity. Funny, if you look at this, if we duplicate the stream here and we take a look, I remember I've done a lot of things that people don't realize. I've interviewed Charles Hoskinsons. I've interviewed John McAfee. I've interviewed some of the heavyweights in the space, right? But if you look at here, CRYPTOLIFER Eternity chain, right? I was like, put them on the map. They came to me asking if I could make a video, right? And it was one of the few ones that I did. They were like, all right. And I talked about their new upcoming Shaquille O'Neal Eternity. Shaq, where's my, did we take, yeah, Shaq NFTs on Eternity. Check this out. I mean, so I've already worked with Eternity. They gave me some bogus NFTs, and it really was like, whatever. But I did it, because I thought it was interesting. And I'm into Shaquille O'Neal. I grew up watching Shaq. So I was really honored, actually, to do a Shaquille O'Neal, interactive video for Eternity chain. So I've known about Eternity for a long time. All right. You can see I was involved with them over a year ago. Let's take a look at Eternity and see what's happening right now. After that huge pump to the upside, does it have gas to go back up? You want to take a look at your daily time frame. That's the first thing you want to check out. All right. And you're super overbought on the daily. All right. You also want to slap on your moving averages. All right. It's important that you slap on your moving averages. Why is that? Well, because they're going to give you a bit of a move. So look, you got above the 200 on the daily. That's an important concept. If you can stay above that, you'd be surprised. That could be a catalyst to the upside. The 200 is a bear or a bullish move. You stay above the 200 simple on the daily move, the daily time frame, you could make bacon on the beach. And I love making bacon on the beach. So someone asked me where I got that from. That's Homer Simpson. One of the episodes, he's like, that's like making bacon on the beach. And he envisions himself cooking bacon on the beach. So I always think about that. So look, the 4 hour does want to blast to the upside. The daily's just not in your favor. So right now, if you get this move, you have to know that there's a chance that it's going to dump in your face. All right? There's just some probability there. But there's also, and over time, you'll figure out how you like to play that. You'll be like, well, most of the time, if we go here, it's at a 618 fib. It could go a little lower down into the 0.65. It's in between the 0.618 and the 0.65, which is pretty healthy. And there was a big buzz for it. What made it pump so hard recently? Did they have an NFT collection come out? Did they move to another chain? You want to research kind of the news around Eternity. I do have this Coin MOMO app, which helps out, but it's not perfect. So let's look here. Coin MOMO. Crypto deep dives, coin. Oh, no. They stopped using Coin MOMO. Yeah, you got to go to Coin Calendar. Coin Market Cal. And you'll find Coin Market Calendar, right? Crypto Calendar. Coin MOMO is really just, I think, like a rip of it in a way, So you want to find the coin here, ERN. This is important. This made me a lot of money in my life. I want to be really clear. ERN. And look, they don't have it. They're not going to, so found it. So they don't got it. Oh, there it is. Eternity chain. I was about to say, they got to have it. And what it's going to do is, so look, sex listings. So it got a sex listing, right? That means it got listed on a centralized exchange. More sex listings for your AN during Q3. Wow. Thank you for the subscribers coming on in. I appreciate that. I think I have that doubled up somewhere. Maybe it comes in. Thank you so much for the subscribers. I appreciate the love. Piling in, man. This is an amazing day. 814 people on the live. Can I get the likes up to the watchers, everybody? Everyone. You got to stop what you're doing. I'm not your average channel that lets the likes sit here like this. You can't do that. You just can't. You can't come here and get free information, learn how to become a multimillionaire, figure out all the ins and outs that I did to get where I'm at, and then not hit the like button. It's kind of like stealing and robbing from me. You got to hit the like button. You got to do the right thing. And if you want to call yourself a real lifer, real lifers help their neighbors with the trash. Real lifers snow blow their entire street. Real lifers rake the leaves for their neighbor. Real lifers do amazing things for amazing people. Hitting the like button is the very beginning of becoming a lifer. So if you want to change your life, if you want to do what I did and live in your dreams, which I do now, I dreamed of being a YouTuber. I dreamed of having a logo. I dreamed of having my own business. I now live in those dreams. So if you want to live in those dreams, if that's where you're going, hit the like button, baby, because that's the type of person I was. I was the guy that hit that like button, and God bless me. So if you want that life, I think it starts with hitting that like button. I'm going to tell you right now, so it is what it is, and I can't lie. I can't make this stuff up. I got in the position I am, hitting the like button for other people, doing the right thing for other people, feeling good about myself. So look, they got a Fanable IO launch, partnership reveal, mobile app AR integration. Dude, a lot happened on September 30th for them. And dude, this is big. P2 gaming token airdrop, submissions and voting. Dude, Ethereum metaverse launch, on December 31st. Wow. Real world auction sites, mobile app for Fanable.io. Dude, real world claim page, NFA DAO Vault. They have big news coming. And this is why there's usually a big pump from October into November, because that's when a lot of big news comes out. Q4 is when they're working all year to get it done. And then they come out and bash you with their freaking Q4 amazingness. You want to use CoinMarketCap to pick out the information. This has made me so much money. You Google a coin, you find out when it's about to be listed on the SEX. You find out when they're about to do something big. Like right now, if they open DeFi, if they open up a DeFi, or if they start, that's huge because people pile in to make money on the DeFi. Look at the short squeeze at to 19,900. Bitcoin continue to pump to the upside. You're going to get the information here on this channel. All right. I was long this morning. Look at my 1 minute. It pumped to the upside, almost to my target, blasted to the upside. Look at that. I showed you exactly how to make this chart. I showed you exactly how to make a flag. I talked about how the flag could break to the upside, the measured move, and lo and behold, wow. And actually, I guess that was the measured move. I was a little too advantageous. There it is. It was actually spot on. I don't know why I made it so big. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for the donation and the subscription. I think we got 2 at the same time. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for the love. Bang. Bang, bang. And we used the guy who used to come to my live stream and drop $500 super chats on me. No lie. He did it like 20, 30 times. You just come in, $500 super chat. Here it comes. He's like, Sam did it again. $500 super chat. It was out of control. So we've had some of the craziest things happen on this live stream you wouldn't believe. We've had $1,000 in super chats in more than one time in a day come in. We've had some of the, I can't believe what God has blessed me through this channel. God has blessed me through this channel in ways I had never thought possible. Changed my whole entire life. I'm telling you right now. So, yeah. Look at that squeeze, baby. And Bookmap just does such a good job getting you ready for the squeeze. Letting you know when the squeeze is on the way, baby. Letting you know when the squeeze is on the way. Let me raise the music and lower that alert button because it's a little loud in my ear, man. Donation label, subscriber label. I'm just going to bring those down. They're like really loud. Follow label, clear, cheer label, doing damage label, like button label. The like button even has a, it's so fun. Thank you so much for the donation. Much appreciated. So ERN and FLA, I mean, and honestly, look at Bitcoin. This could continue. This thing is on a tear right now. Look at this. Like, this could continue to the upside. Got a little bit of bearish divvy, but it's not that strong. Lack of bearish momentum here. suggest that we will get to about 20,000. I'm saying they got the bears freaking out. They told so many people we're going to 10K. They had the whole world thinking it. They had one of the biggest YouTubers calling 10K, 10K. I don't do that. I don't know where Bitcoin's going to go. I don't say I know where Bitcoin's going. I use indicators. My indicators are screaming that we've hit a bottom. And I've shown all my indicators that scream we've hit a bottom. Who wants to see my bottom indicators that scream we've hit a bottom? I've showed it many times, so I don't want to beat a dead horse. But if I get over 100 people, if the likes rip all the way up, like look right now, where are the likes at? The likes are sitting at 515. That's really strong. I'm very, very blessed to have 515 likes. If you guys can keep the likes going up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you all my we don't want to see your bottom. You're funny. Let's see the bottom. No, but I'm good on seeing your bottom. Who wants to see my bottom indicators? Let's go, brother. Let's see those indicators. Who hasn't seen them? Who in the chat hasn't seen them? I want to know who hasn't seen my bottom indicators that suggest that we have bottomed. Again, I'm not suggesting we bottomed. I don't know. I have no clue. I'm open-minded. But my bottom indicators do suggest. Look at this 1 minute about to pump to the upside. Shout out to my 1 minute crew. I love them, but I don't trade the 1 minute. But there's a lot of people, not a lot, but there's a few traders in my group, and they're active, heavily active traders. They love the 1 minute. They won't stay away from it, no matter what. Bro, mine's the same. This is the whitest indicator ever. That is the whitest indicator ever. I didn't see them. Please show me. Yeah, I have seen. Bro, mine the same. Mine say the same. I see what you're saying. Never seen them. Am I crazy? Please show. I haven't seen. Never seen your bottom. Happy Friday. Good morning, Lifer. You're an idol for many. Thanks, man. Please check Stargate Finance. Shout out to Bryson Gonzalez. Gratitude is the attitude. Thank you, Lifer. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. My indicators are screaming bottoms for 3 months. Shout out to M. Sefian. I love this dude. The Giant Falling Channel on the weekly says there's more downside. Saw your bottom indicators back in July and August. Shout out to Tony. Thank you. I want to see them again. 20K, baby. I like the big bottom indicator. I cannot lie. I like big bottoms, and I cannot lie. You're funny. 800 day, BI cycle, fear and greed. My man. Shout out to Vitality Big. I have a clip of Sam calling 17.5 bottom on May 19th. Facts. Still bearish div on most time frames. But I see bullish divergence on other time frames too. Morning, Lifer. I like big bottom indicators. Tonight's close will be live. Tonight's monthly close will be live at 8 p.m. We will be live for the monthly candle close, coming back at you for Friday night, ready to rock the markets, baby! I hear my baby yell my name. She loves it. Yay! BlackRock has a hold of crypto now, too, which is massive. I'm telling you right now, big money's coming into crypto. Big buys coming into crypto. Look at my thumbnail. Big money coming into crypto, right? That was my thumbnail. And what happened today? Did big money come into crypto? Big money is buying. What happened? We started pumping, didn't we? Am I psychic? Am I psychic? Or I just look at the charts, baby? Look at this. Who else called you this pump? Who else called you this pump? Who is showing you exactly where price is likely to go to the T on the minute? And who does it every single day without a day off? It's this guy over here. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. And you know what? I do it because you people are blessed. You people treat me like gold. You really do. I don't know another YouTuber that gets treated the way I get treated. About $100 in super chats almost every time I step into the building. So much love, so many likes. You people are unbelievable. Why would I not show up every day? Why would I not work every day? If you knew there was 500 people waiting to love on you, you would show up every single day, baby. So thank you. And honestly, because I show up every day, I grind in those charts and I find the gems and I find the moves. We go over what we made last night. You want to see the gains last night that we made in the trading group? Because I know you guys are salivating. Everybody wants gains. Look, last night I talked about Hero on the September 27th at 11:50 p.m. before I went to bed in this beautiful flat. That's just like the flag I just showed you on Bitcoin. It's the same scenario. I do the same stuff over and over again. It's pretty simple. Falling wedges, baby. 68% chance of a break to the upside. I add a little bit of my special sauce, and I'm in. 42% gains on this Hero call. Basically called dang near the bottom so far. If that ends up being the bottom, that might be a bottom call. You never know. But 42% gains on Hero. Bang, 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 bang. Last night, I'm looking at Cat, saying it probably would come back down and bounce here to the upside. It did come down and bounce to the upside. My guy grabbed the same chart. You got to change this one, man. You got the same chart. All right. How do I see everything and I do all the stuff? Before and after, Anakin, right? We talked about Anakin. I kept saying, watch Anakin, watch Anakin, watch Anakin, watch Anakin. Came down to this title, had a beautiful bullish divergence, made this little flag, boomed up. for about 10% gains as well. Then Sutter as well. Where's Sutter? Sutter banged for gains too as well. Was the last thing I put out last night before I went to bed. Sutter for gains. So, and I think there was a few more, actually, to be honest. But that's guaranteed right now that I know for sure without, like, you know. I've been looking at Syscoin a lot lately. We'll take a look at Sys in a second. I'm curious to see what Sys is doing. Very curious of Sys right now. My brain wants to know, what is Sys up to? So look, there we are, 20K. And we kind of had you at hello here, right? Look at my cup and handle. Another cup and handle that I posted. But the one thing they did, they tried to stop everybody out here. They tried to fake me out. But again, I long 15-minute low. When the 15 minutes low and the 1 hour's low, I long. All right? It's just what I do. And the 15-minute was low and the 1 hour's low. And look, the 1 hour had this nice spike up. And that's what made me believe we were going to get, look at this bullish engulfing candle. That's insanity. That is insanity. And honestly, at the end of the day, all you had to do was know how to play the inverted head and shoulder, right? Which I brought you right here. And I told you the measured move was 20,246, right? Remember? It was a complex because it has two shoulders on either side. That's called a complex inverted head and shoulder. And the right shoulder was the dolphin dip. That was the buy-in. When they dipped the price, that was the buy-in. Almost touched the POC, but didn't. Got very close. Really a bounce off the 200-day on the 100. Now I'm going to check the 4 hour. Are we above the 200 simple? That's going to be the key. We are. See that? And I told you the bull market begins if we can stay above the 200 simple moving average. The bull market could begin today. This could be the beginning of the bull run. And all the people that were on the sidelines will be freaking out. They're going to be like, but everyone said 10K. Everyone said we were going lower. But this guy, Lifer, he just showed up every day and would just go over the charts every 5 hours. I tell everyone, you don't need to know where price is going if you just look at price every day. If you do the price action and analyze it every 5 hours, then you're not going to have to know where, you're not going to have to listen to any of these nonsense people. We're going to 10K tomorrow. Oh, we're going to go down with the recession. Oh, Bitcoin's not our hedge. Oh, people do all this craziness to get your mind wrapped up in the nonsense, and you have no clue what's going on. You can't do that. Also, I'm going to teach you when a big candle is moving on the 1 hour and the 15 and you can't find a handle on it, you got to use the 1 minute chart. Heck, I'll use the 30-second chart if I have to get busy. I'll use the 5-second chart. Who wants to see the 1 second? 1 second's insane. Look at the 1 second chart. It's so upset. It's so absurd. Trading the 1 second. Imagine trading the 1 second chart. Like, this is complete insanity. But look, like that flag blade out. Like, I would never trade the 1 second. But just looking at it is completely fascinating. I mean, like right now we have resistance for the 1 second at 20,090. Imagine if you came here and I traded the 1 second like all day long and I was like, all right, we got some blah, 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 blah. And I just consistently just made patterns all day long and was like, all right, here's our next move to the upside on the 1 second chart. I mean, the 1 second chart is actually how you become really good. Sit on the 1 second and just keep drawing charts. Watch them play out and then you like check your probability. In a day, you could do like hundreds and hundreds of patterns. You could learn a lot out of the 1 second. I'm telling you. I know I may be blowing your mind, but you can look. This is starting to form up because you'll be able to see the patterns form right in front of you, right? If these get tight, this is likely to move to the upside. Like this should break out and go to 20,180. You see, let's just watch this for a second. This is fascinating. I have to see this. You got to give me the moment of curiosity. I know we got tickers to do. I know we have other things to go over, but I just got to see this break out because this says that this is by probability. That's a bull pennant. That says 78% chance you're going to bang to the upside out of that. And tight moving averages with the 200 near the bottom of the channel, on any time frame, that says you're going to blast. So I'm just back testing my theories here. That says it's going to break out. That says you're breaking out. That pattern has a 70% chance of a breakout. If it doesn't break out, so be it. Watch it dump in my face. It could. But the probabilities are there, and I've trusted them so many times in my life. It's telling me you're going to 20,180. And look, now they've raised more liquidity. Now they're at 20,500 on Bookmap. And you can see we're heavily focused going further into the zone here at 20,500. This is real. This is live, baby. This is no joke. And look, there's the move. Come on, baby. Come on. Show me the love on the 1 second chart. Wait, why did it stop? It's been 1 second. I want to see a candle every second. 1, 2, 3. It's almost like the data is like as fast as possible, but it's not fast enough. Then you just keep drawing your chart. And you can see we're just getting tighter and tighter. About to make a move. The 21 just crossed through the 200. Came low and bounced. I've never traded the 1 second chart in my life. I don't think I ever will. I've never looked at it before. I didn't even know I had it up yet. I didn't even know I had it. I've only looked at the 30-second before. This may take too long. We'll have to move on. I don't want to get people bored here, but I'm just so fascinated to see if this 1 second chart will break to the upside. It's supposed to. The math and the data are suggesting this will break out. Let's leave it on ice and we'll get into a super chat. Someone send in a super chat right now to kind of break the ice. It would be nice if you could, if you could, just to break the ice. You know what I mean? Just to break the ice out, just to get us all kind of in the zone. Huobi token's been on my radar for a while. Why? Well, it's likely to continue up because they're making big moves. It had this quadruple bottom that I talked about too as well. If Bitcoin kind of gets his move here, Huobi token has bottomed. Chance you have a huge move here for 22% gains out of HT Huobi token. And you can actually buy it on KuCoin, which is a smart move by KuCoin getting Huobi token in the mix, in my humble opinion. All right. Shout out to every one of you beautiful people here on the live. Thank you so much for coming on in. And we're gonna look for something. Too many beautiful people on this live stream. We got to educate every one of you every single day. If you got into Fly, look, Fly was in this falling. We've been trading Fly. How many times have we traded Fly now in this group? We hit this big one. We hit that one. We hit that one. We hit that one. Then I hit this one. It was just in a tight channel. And yesterday, this is what I had. I'll show you. Because I like to break it down, and I don't like to brag. I just like to show you the reality. So yesterday, I saw this channel possible. And I said, watch, this might pump, right? It fell down. The stop loss would have been lower than here, so it didn't really hit the stop loss, you see? So look, this is the trade that I was looking at. To enter around there, right? Stop loss below the next low, and to get the measured move, which was actually pretty nice. And so it suggested that we would get all the way up to about here. So technically the trade played out because you did not get stopped out. You see that? It did get, technically I made that call and it played out, right? But that this morning or last night, I think it was like either the last night or this morning, I re-looked at it. And then I drew a Fibonacci, all right? And once the Fibonacci was drawn, it was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Fibonacci's from bottom to the top left here. And you can see we're sitting right there at the 618 Fibonacci level, which is a known institutional retracement. And so, boom, to the upside, right? So, and then that would have been even better entry. Now, when I look at the 15-minute and Bitcoin pumping, the market's just feeling like euphoric, right? This is a continuation pattern. It's a falling wedge that continues to the upside. When you touch the 21-day moving average, you're likely to get a bit of a move here. I would not be amazed if we at least went to resistance here, all right? So then you look at this idea and you're like, whoa, this is already breaking out. 15 minutes ready to rock. 1 hour is a little too high for me, but it could flip up. This is a 15-minute scalp, in my humble opinion, possibly to resistance, but that's like a 20% gain out of Fly, and Fly's been hot. And again, it could dump to your downside. It's already pumped pretty hard. You're chasing a little bit at this point. Smart man would be taking profits here or on the way down, but there's still a chance this thing could pop. So I'm just putting Fly on your radar. Still a chance Fly could pop here. All right. This is all I do every single day is look at charts and find ones that have a high probability. That's what I do for a living. So if you want to do it with me, come here every single day and do it with me. That's all I do. All right. LUNC short looks like it may be a bit of a scalp of the 15. Luna C, we called Luna C last night in the tight channel. And bang, we went over it, remember, in the trading group. And look at that, 10% gains. And I said,